Well, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out and letting my videos. I just got this pot ready. It's got an albacore head, some herring, and some squid. We'll be dropping that in 150 feet of water today. And we're gonna drop 2 pots in 150 feet, 2 in 100 feet, and 2 in 50 feet. Coming out today, it's like, man, what depth do I want to be dropping these hoop nets at? So, gonna go ahead and do the experiment for you guys. If you're asking yourself that question at home, we can figure it out. We're in middle of December right now. I'm sure that probably changes as time goes on, but hey, we'll see what happens today. I already dropped the first one at 150 feet. We're dropping the second one right now. So there's also gonna be some exciting news I want to share with you guys once we get all these drops, so stay tuned for that. All right, we'll see you at 100 feet. We just arrived in the 100 feet of water. If you guys are looking at this hoop net thinking it's smaller than the last one, it is. The two that I dropped in the 150 feet, those are the biggest ones from Promar. I talked about them in my last videos being the best hoop nets on the market. One of the reasons why is they sit higher up and they're heavier. But these ones do work really well. I mean, I have a lot of success with them as well. So I have 4 of these and 2 of the bigger ones. All right, we'll go ahead and mark that one and we'll see you at the other spot for 100 feet. So I didn't almost come out today. One of my theories in crabbing is when the tide's real bad, you know, real fast, it's gonna be a lot worse. And that's what we have today. When I looked at the tide, it's like, oh my God, this is like the worst tide ever. It was like 7.5 feet moving, which is normal is like 4 to 5 feet. So yeah, a lot of water moving in this outgoing tide right here. Really curious to see if that's gonna affect the crabbing. If the crabbing's not very good, I'm definitely gonna be blaming the tide. Okay, we're in 50 feet of water, or next to land. Big old albacore head. One thing I've noticed, way less competition in that 50 feet. A lot of boats out at that 100-foot range. The 150, less, but there's a party boat, New Sea Angler, he's out there, so I guess everyone wants to crab around him. It's kind of funny. Or maybe it's the really good spot and there's nothing really in close. I haven't been out in a little bit, so that's why we're doing this experiment. Find out where they're at. All right, well, we're dropping the 6th and final pot here, 50 feet of water. That is the turkey. If you guys saw one of my last videos, we did turkey versus tuna head. I guess I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. You can go ahead and see which one won. Gonna go ahead and mark it, and then I'll tell you what the news is. So you guys ready for the news break? It's a little bittersweet. I'm gonna be selling my boat. So obviously the sweet part there is I'm gonna be getting a new one. The bitter part is I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. I love this boat, all the memories in it. It's really an awesome boat. It's just funny how you progress in your life of once you get into boats, you keep wanting something a little bit bigger, and that's what's gonna be going on here. I started with a 15-foot Western. That was my first boat. I had 20 horsepower on it, and then we went to the Lund, the 17-foot Lund. Some of my first YouTube videos are on that boat. Then we got this one a little over 3 years ago. It's a 2007 North River Seahawk 20-foot with the 2-foot offshore bracket. And yeah, 150 horsepower Yamaha. That's a 2007. That's 515 hours on it. And then the kicker, that's new. I think it's 2022. I'm going to be selling it with all the accessories, so the rod holder sliding system you've seen on some of my other videos, the tail fin, the eye troll for the kicker so you can control it wirelessly, all the Ray Marine stuff, the tower, two downriggers. Might be forgetting some other stuff too, but yeah, if you've seen it on the boat, you'll probably be getting with it. It'll be fully ready to fish. Just got the trailer and the motor serviced. So yeah, I mean, this thing's a fishing machine. If you follow along with the channel, you know I've caught in almost all the species you can, I mean, anything you can think of, I've caught on this boat at this point now, right? From tuna, salmon, you know, all the rockfish, of course, halibut, into the bay with sturgeon. I've caught salmon on the river. That's what I really liked about this boat. It's like a Swiss Army knife. You can fish it anywhere. Ocean, bay, delta, river, lakes. Can do it all, and it's caught fish in all of them. So that's the bitter part, getting rid of it, but really excited to show you guys the new one. I'll be getting that, I think, in around March. I talked with Boat Country in North River. I picked out a really cool one. So yeah, I'll be excited to show you guys that. Kind of hold back on the details right now, make it a little more exciting when we get actually closer to getting the boat. So wanted to give you guys first dibs on the YouTube channel here. If you or someone you know is interested in a boat, you can go ahead and send me an email or Instagram message. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. And I'll probably be posting it online in about a month. Okay, so the pots I dropped them at 11:30. We'll let them soak. It's almost 12 now. We'll let it soak, you know, I think a good hour we'll give them, then go pull them. So go ahead and just float right now on the ocean, and see you guys about a half hour when we pull the first one. Well, I don't think it's a little there's some weight. I was about to say it's not feeling too heavy, then all of a sudden it's feeling a little heavier. Well, we got 2 jumbos, it looks like. Oh yeah. Wow. This one is huge. So that goes to 7" right there. That's 7 1/4. 7 1/2 for sure. Oh wow, maybe 7 3/4. Another big one. That one's a true 7 right there. Almost get him to stick in there. So that one's almost 6 1/4, over 6 inches. And then that one's a female. We'll let her go. So I've got a 7 3/4, a 7", and a 6 1/4. Pretty good start. So you try and almost hit it and then have it run along the side there. That's the idea. Let's see. Oh, and is it right here? Yep. The initial thoughts are this one, the second one, feels a little heavier than that first one. This one feels really heavy, actually. All right, big crab. I mean, that thing is, again, 7 1/2 inches. Over 7. Six 1/4. Over 6 1/4. over 6 1/4. The guy's 6 3/4. And this one's 6 1/2. So we got 6 jumbos. So 2 poles in the deep and we're already over our limit. We gotta let one of these guys go. I think this guy's the smallest maybe. Oh yeah, and little claw. Oh, that guy's big and missing that one. But that one's still better over this one with that. I mean, that doesn't really count. All right, we're already letting go 6 1/4, over 6 1/4. So the crab will do better out of water with this towel has wet salt water on it over them like that. Go to the next one, you know, 10 minutes, that's better I think than them all sitting in water without bubbles going. All right, well here we are at 100 feet now. It's gonna be hard to beat 150 feet. Remember to do that, you need 200 feet of rope. 150 feet of rope, you cannot drop in 150 feet of water, friendly reminder. So this one's feeling pretty heavy. I mean, the deep water sure had jumbos. When it comes to crab, ooh, nothing like a 7-inch crab over a 6-inch crab. So not nearly as many big crab. Letting go a little over 6 1/4. Gets to live on the 3rd pool. So is this guy an upgrade? Over 6 1/2. That one's just over 6 1/4. So this one gets to go back. Well, it looked like a handful of keepers at this first one at 100 feet, but no real jumbos. So here's the second one on 100 feet now. So I try to take the same line out, just, you know, for this experiment. So we're not like over there, over there, over there, kind of, you know, same line out, if that makes sense. Loaded. I guess the thinking fast currents are not good for crabbing. Not true. I mean, man, it's not affecting it today. I have to do some measuring here. So 6 3/4. 7-inch, so that's 7 in there. 6 3/4, 6 1/2. 6 1/2. Oh, this guy's small. 6 1/4. If you guys want to see that they're still perfectly alive, if you're worried about them being in the bucket. Alright, guy missing a claw, you'll go. Just make sure you keep them moist or in aerated water. Missing a leg there. These are our 3 smallest ones. I think over 6 1/2 and like 6 3/4. Feels light. All smalls. So that was the turkey. Wow, what a catch there, huh? All right, well, that last one at 50 feet, really crappy. Didn't matter, I don't need any more keepers. So we'll see what this one does, but clearly it looks like the deeper you go, the bigger the crab. Same, bunch of little ones. That was an albacore head. Our smallest crab today was 6 3/4. This feels like the smallest one right here. So 6 1/2. Just over 6 1/2. Well, that was pretty cool. Smallest one, 6 1/2. And I think the next smallest was 6 3/4. So great crabbing, but good experiment, huh? 50 feet, 100 feet, 150 feet. Go as deep as you can go. Seems like that's the trick. Bigger crab out that way. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this one. And go ahead and head into shore right now and do a little video around the boat. Show you guys it. If you guys are interested, it's for sale. Or if you know someone who might be, go ahead and send me a message. All right, later. All right, so let's walk the boat now that we're back on land. So I also have a Minn Kota trolling motor up there that this anchor plate comes off and then the trolling motor goes on there, and you can control it, from the handheld remote. So the motors have always been serviced about 80 hours, 8 months, somewhere around there was where I averaged on it. Always before the 100 hours or a year. New tires last year on the trailer. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard, but trailer was just serviced a month ago, and same as the motor. So these rod holders, they slide around this rail. You have 2 on this side, 2 on that side. If for some reason you wanted to put 3 on one side, you could. Cup holder either side. These are made to put your rods in while you're driving and put the weight right there. This is the iTroll, so that controls the throttle for the kicker. Then you use this remote control to control it. You got 2 benches with storage inside. And the helm. And I can get you models and all that if you're really serious and want to know exactly what's on it. And storage here. And then the boat is wired for Canon downriggers on either side, and that's what's going to come with the boat. And also wired for Scotty on either side. So if you're interested in the boat, I mean, it runs perfect, never had any issues with it, doesn't have any leaks, doesn't have any problems to report. It's a great fishing boat. So yeah, maybe you're interested. If you are, hit me up. All right guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.